All right, so in this video, we're going to be talking about how to find video ideas with YouTube search. So you just got your tools installed. If you haven't done all the tools yet, do that because we're going to be using these tools throughout the next few videos. But this one is pretty simple because we're going to start just with the YouTube search bar. So our goal here is to research videos and topics that your target audience is already searching for. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people making on YouTube is creating random content that doesn't already have basically a guaranteed interest from your potential audience. But what we can do is using these tools, we can actually find video ideas and topics that our audience is searching for. So let's use a couple different examples. We'll talk about the personal development, self-help, business kind of niche. We'll talk about the cooking niche. We'll talk about the lifestyle and beauty and fashion niche. And again, this will work for you. So just do this with your own topics, the own frequently asked questions related to your brand, your business. But you will see how this works with these three topics. And so let's start with business. And so what you could do is what you want is to think in your mind about some starting points for discovering these video ideas. So a lot of times how-to is a great way to start, like how to cook chicken, but also even things like just starting with the word, and then we can go into different levels of depth with this. So the first one, if we were to type in just business, right? And you already can see a few predictions. Here's some ideas, but if we go business tips, and this is great, right? So now it's giving us some more predictions, and we're going to talk about determining how competitive, and what content is already out about these search terms in a later video. At this point, we're just kind of getting ideas. So here's a great video idea: business tips for success, business tips for beginners, business tips for billionaires. Love it. Now, the thing that you can also do is you can continue to put a space at the end to actually see if there is more nuances. So this is interesting. Business tips for beginners in Philippines. This could potentially be a relevant video idea discovery for you, and do the same. So if you want and you have multiple windows open, maybe you're watching this on your phone, you could try this with your topics and type in your niche, type in a starting point, and then keep adding spaces and you can keep discovering more nuances. Another one would be like how to win in business. And so that could just be a video idea. What we're also doing is a couple things. If you do this, but there's no predictions, then that actually means it's probably not a very good video idea here on YouTube. But we can actually see people are searching how to win in business. So that's a thought. Or maybe how to expand your business. And now we could go, okay, good video idea, but a couple more have been predicted. How to expand your online business, or how to expand your small business. These are great video ideas, and you could put these on a list, and that's what I want you to be doing, is making a list. I use Google Docs for free, and I just sometimes just keep putting potential video ideas. I can research the competition later. We can go deeper in our research later. But at this point, we just want some top level video ideas related to our niche of potential topics and potential video idea titles. Again, that are proven. People are looking for this because YouTube's predicting it. They're looking for how to expand your small business. So it's such a great video idea. But then we also can do it in different niches, right? And this will work for any niche, any topic. So let's do cooking. So cooking tips, how to cook a steak, or like best cookware. So let's go cooking, tips. Cool. So you could start with tips, but then look, it goes even bigger. Cooking tips for beginners, cooking tips for kids. Totally different, great video ideas. And then let's try beginners, and then we'll put another space. So maybe, and we're going to talk about competition later, cooking tips for beginners is solid, but maybe when we search this on the other side, there's a lot of competition. So maybe cooking tips and tricks for beginners, a little bit longer. Maybe that's where it would be a better video title to hone in on. But we would have never found that if we weren't going through this process right now of research, starting with the YouTube search bar. And so we also could say how to cook a steak, right? And so that's great. All these other predictions, maybe you already have in mind, it's not on here, but you're curious and you're thinking how to cook, let's type in like ham, and now hamburger, ham steak, ham on the grill, right? So lots of different ideas. Or we could go how to cook turkey, but then if we go space, turkey burger, space, on the stove, and now we've gone deeper on that video idea, which is what I want you to be focusing on too. And we're going to talk about this more in this module, but be looking for longer tail video ideas, meaning like more specific, more narrowed down video ideas. How to cook turkey burger might be a little harder to rank for if you're just starting, but how to cook a turkey burger in the microwave might be easier, and maybe somebody hasn't covered that. And again, this also should be shaping your very video ideas. So strategically, when you discover something, you might think, wow, I never really thought about doing how to cook turkey burger on a cast iron skillet. But that is a cool idea, and I have a cast iron skillet. There's not a lot of competition around that video idea. What you're doing is you're putting these videos out into the world to get discovered. Another one could be, best cook wear and set. So best cookware set 2017. Now, of course, videos like this are great for affiliate marketing. Best cookware set, reviews for electric stove, best nonstick, best ceramic. All of these different distinctions are different opportunities for great video ideas. And again, if you made that video, then you could talk about a couple different options, maybe an option you use, maybe just point people to something online. Even if you didn't have the cookware set, you could still potentially talk about it. Maybe you know somebody who does, or maybe you've used it before and you're just educating people. You could show them some screenshots. But again, a couple different ideas there. And then lastly, just for our examples, and I want you to be doing this, even right now, be experimenting with this, be capturing those video ideas, either write them down, put them in a Word doc, or put them in a Google Doc. Let's talk about beauty, and we could do makeup tips or best makeup for, say, like oily skin or something. And so we could go, of course, makeup tips, and we got makeup tips and tricks, but like makeup tips for beginners. And look at all these opportunities now. We could go older women, black women, dry skin, brown eyes, glasses, so many distinctions, and potentially discovering video ideas that nobody else is doing so that you can add value, create some content around it, and get discovered, even if you're starting from scratch, or even if you want to grow faster by getting more videos out there that could be getting your content and your brand discovered. But if we do another distinction, makeup tips for beginners, black women, maybe another distinction, and now over 50. Like so specific, but so good. Like that is a great video idea. It's a great title, if that's relevant, for your niche. And one of the other examples that we talked about in here, we talked about makeup tips or best makeup for and oily skin drugstore, oily skin and large pores. I hope you're pumped, seeing that as you do this, you can start discovering all kinds of video ideas. And so every niche has, these are some starting points. If you're new to this, maybe you're starting to type, don't get discouraged if you start typing in the search bar and you feel like predictions aren't coming up for your topic yet. You want to try different angles, different starting words, but something that every niche has is how-to videos, how to do your topic, has tips videos, your topic plus the word tips that people want to learn. Every niche has products to review. So when you also could start looking into a specific product, and so I'll do my best here off the top of my head, but if we were to say like Sephora, this would be like a makeup, Sephora Pro Palette, warm review, right? Like that is a very specific actual product, and then that can lend itself to affiliate marketing. And so that could be cameras, pressure washers, software, anything at all, right? So every niche has products to review, and then that ties into affiliate marketing, and you could rank it for the product name as well. And then also that would attract an audience if they're searching for a product that's related to your niche. If you do private investigation and home security and you review people who are interested in that kind of thing, but they find you because they were researching the product, they might stay connected to your channel because it's on brand for you. It's in your niche. And then also like locations and places to go. And so you could also rank for different things. A while ago, we used to daily vlog. And so we did Las Vegas, horseback riding. We found that in the search bar. And this video is still here in, it's pretty old. And I wasn't even doing VRA best practices at the time. But you can see this ranked for Las Vegas horseback riding, and kind of proves the point that you can rank for locations, restaurants, travel, destinations, and get traffic and get awareness of your content based on that as well. And so we've gone through a few of these. During the cooking example, you could say how to cook blank. You could do cookware reviews. You could do different ingredients. And then you could also do like people to interview in your niche. Maybe you can do a Google Hangout with somebody that's based on your topic, or maybe interview somebody at a live event. And you could rank for that person's name if they have some influence, if you set it up right. Cooking ranking examples. This kind of is showing how this would work and why it also is important to be specific. And so in the past on my Sean Cannell channel, I would do experiments as I was formulating the thesis of VRA. And so a couple of videos I did, one on Shin Ramen, and that'd be like doing a specific product. I don't know if it ranks as well anymore, but for the longest time, I was ranking #1 for Shin Ramen because I just had a video out around a specific product. Also something like how to cook sunny side eggs, that still ranks pretty good. But let's look at the oven baked salmon example here. And so I learned from my stepdad a while ago, years ago, oven baked salmon. Now here's the key. It wasn't just oven baked salmon, or it wasn't just with asparagus or something else, but it actually was in foil. That was the key. And so you can see now I've got this video, oven baked salmon in a tin foil boat, and it still ranks 4 years later, 250,000 views. And you can see the affiliate marketing happening here, even to the point where I recommend a book by Tim Ferriss called The 4-Hour Chef, which is about cooking, but it's also about a lot more, about life hacking, etc. And that's in the top few lines of the description to drive even more traffic to affiliate marketing. So I hope you're seeing, how you could, do a video, find these ideas, rank it, tie it into monetizing, and just connecting these things together. And when the key here too is the more specific, the better. Oven baked salmon, kind of general. Immediately when you go in tin foil, it gets more specific and therefore much better. And so once you discover good keywords, then you can use them to also come up with other video ideas. So we just talked about this example ranking, being a little more specific. And so the question is, what are the opportunities, the golden opportunities in your niche? You can do that and start generating those great video ideas by going to the YouTube search bar and trying different combinations of words, of entry points. And so here's exactly step-by-step what I want you to do right now. Go to YouTube and start typing. Then you can also study the competition. We're actually going to dive a little bit deeper in on that in a future video. And then look for the opportunities. At this point, we can talk a little bit about it. Maybe how much competition is there around that term? How many total search results are there for that term? How new are the videos? How well are the videos optimized? These are some of the things that I would pay attention to when looking for those. So in this video, maybe we could just finish it out. If you wanted to do oven baked salmon, you might look at this and you might say, okay, well, there's some big channels, 1 million views, a lot of views here, people that are doing baked salmon recipes. That's cool. It's an honor to be here and number 4 on this page. But, there's one of the things that we're doing is thinking how many people are looking for it. You want this results number to be pretty healthy because it shows there's, it shows how much also total results there are, but that there's interest. There's a large volume of people also interested in this. And one of the things that you might do, though, is realize, okay, so when I study this page competition-wise, there's quite a bit of competition around this, but maybe not if we do oven-baked salmon with vegetables. So then that's just another level. And now we have steamed salmon with vegetables, but it's 2 years old, and YouTube values recency, how new content is. YouTube loves it. Easy pan salmon with veggies. You can see why YouTube connects those, because it is essentially the intent of the search. But we learn this exact term from our research that we're doing right now. And what we're seeing is that nobody is really VRAing, Video Ranking Academy strategies, this exact search term. So if you make a solid video with this title, maybe, add 4 steps. And again, we're going to build this out in future videos. Or parentheses, simple and easy, because now you're talking to people. And so that could be your video title. Something like that with a good thumbnail, there's a really good chance of ranking number 1 for this video. And just like my video ranked, continuing to have that build to grow your audience around your niche. And that's probably the final thought in this video, is to remember that this works for every topic, every niche, and you want to be doing strategic videos that will specifically attract your ideal audience, your target audience, to your YouTube channel. So in the next video, we're actually going to be talking about advanced strategies for finding video ideas with YouTube search. So this is kind of 101 on using the YouTube search bar, but I'll see you in the next video, and we'll get into some deeper training using the YouTube search bar.